Some trucks are built for hard work, and others are built to defy logic itself. Machines so bold, so advanced for their time that many people still doubt they're real. Wild designs, massive engines, and ideas that looked impossible on paper, yet somehow came to life. Imagine seeing a truck with 3 front axles, another powered by an airplane engine, and one designed to look like a moving sculpture. These are machines where engineering meets art and pure mechanical madness. How far can human creativity go when someone decides to build what no one else would dare to attempt? That's what we're about to discover. From experimental prototypes to true giants on wheels, each of these trucks tells a story of innovation, courage, and the stubbornness of those who refuse to accept limits. So buckle up, because you're about to see the most exotic and unbelievable trucks ever built. And trust me, the last one will absolutely blow your mind. Ford C750. Introduced in 1957, the Ford C750 became one of America's most recognizable medium-duty trucks. Built by the Ford Motor Company, it was part of the iconic C-Series, known for reliability and practicality. Its forward control cab design, mounted over the engine, made it easy to maneuver through tight city streets. Under the hood was a V8 engine with 391 cubic inches, 6.4 liters, producing around 250 horsepower and plenty of low-end torque. It pulled heavy loads effortlessly, and that deep, confident V8 growl became a familiar soundtrack on American highways. The 5-speed manual transmission was tough and precise, often paired with an auxiliary gear reducer for extra pulling power. Its leaf spring suspension on all 4 wheels handled heavy loads with ease, keeping the truck level even under stress. Rear-wheel drive made maintenance simple and performance dependable. Visually, the C750 was all business, boxy cab, split windshield, and a bold chrome grille that made it instantly recognizable. The high seating position gave drivers excellent visibility, while the tilt-forward cab made maintenance quick and easy. In its day, the C750 did it all: tow trucks, fire engines, fuel tankers, and construction haulers. Compact, yet powerful, it could go where larger trucks couldn't. Its simplicity and durability earned it a reputation for lasting decades. Many stayed in service for over 30 years. Today, the C750 is a collector's favorite. Restored examples appear at truck shows across the U.S., celebrated as a symbol of honest, hard-working American engineering. Impressive? Wait until you see the next one. A truck born from military toughness and built to conquer anything in its path. Corbitt D600. Built in North Carolina, the Corbitt D600 was a true workhorse, tough, reliable, and nearly indestructible. Produced shortly after World War II by the Corbitt Company, it carried the DNA of military trucks straight into civilian life. Power came from a 7.0-liter inline-6 gasoline engine, producing roughly 220 horsepower and over 440 pound-feet of torque. It wasn't built for speed, but for endurance, climbing hills and hauling tons of cargo where others struggled. The deep metallic tone of that 6-cylinder was pure strength in motion. The 5-speed manual transmission had short gear ratios for maximum torque, making it ideal for steep or rough terrain. Its leaf spring suspension was brutally simple, but extremely tough, designed to handle constant punishment from dirt roads and uneven ground. The rear-wheel drive setup was standard, but some military-spec versions came with full 6x6 traction, turning it into a true all-terrain beast. Visually, the D600 looked ready for battle. A narrow cab and long hood gave it a commanding stance, while the tall fenders and steel grills screamed durability. From the driver's high perch, it felt more like operating a tank than a truck. The D600 became a favorite for construction, freight hauling, and military logistics, earning the nickname the civilian tank. It could work day after day with minimal maintenance, something few trucks could claim. Over the years, it turned into a collector's gem. A handful survive, proudly displayed in transportation museums, still running on their original engines. Some even appeared in war films and documentaries, thanks to their authentic military design. The Corbitt D600 represents a time when trucks were built with one goal: to last forever. Think that's impressive? The next truck blends elegance and raw power in a way you've probably never seen before. White 3000. The White 3000, built by the White Motor Company in Cleveland, Ohio, was one of the most stylish and forward-thinking trucks ever made in the United States. Introduced in the late 1940s, it became an icon of post-war transportation, combining strength, efficiency, and an elegance few trucks could match. Under the hood was a 5.9-liter inline-six, producing around 190 horsepower. With a strong torque curve perfect for long-distance hauling, drivers loved its smooth power delivery and the deep, confident sound that made the White instantly recognizable. Its 5-speed manual gearbox had well-spaced gears for relaxed highway cruising, while the leaf spring suspension kept it steady under heavy loads. Rear-wheel drive and a simple frame made maintenance easy and reliability unmatched. But what truly made the 3000 special was its design. Its rounded front, curved cab, and wide chrome grille gave it a futuristic look for the 1940s, almost like a mix between a truck and a luxury car. The polished metal surfaces and panoramic windshield made it stand out anywhere it went. Inside, it offered comfort and sophistication. The steel dashboard was clean and symmetrical, with large round gauges and a 3-spoke steering wheel that gave a sense of precision and control. For its time, it was almost luxurious. The White 3000 became a favorite for interstate transport, helping connect cities across a booming America. It represented the nation's optimism and the shift from railroads to highway freight. Decades later, it remains a cultural icon. The model appeared in films and ads throughout the 1950s, symbolizing freedom on the open road. Restored examples are now prized collector's items. Admired for their timeless design and craftsmanship, the White 3000 proved that a truck could be both strong and beautiful, a perfect balance of power and grace. And if you thought this one was impressive, wait until you meet the next beast, a British giant that earned its name as the Mechanical Mammoth. AEC Mammoth Major. Built by the Associated Equipment Company, AEC, in the United Kingdom, the Mammoth Major was exactly what its name promised, a mammoth of the road. Produced from the 1930s through the 1960s, it became one of Britain's most respected heavy haulers. The Mammoth Major was designed to move the heaviest cargo, steel, machinery, and raw materials for the country's rapid post-war rebuilding. Beneath its hood roared a 9.6-liter inline-six diesel, producing about 200 horsepower and an incredible 660 pound-feet of torque. It used a 5-speed manual transmission with a dual-range setup that effectively gave it 10 usable gears, offering power and control on steep climbs or muddy work sites. The leaf spring suspension was heavy-duty and simple, built to last for decades of punishment. Rear-wheel drive with reinforced differentials gave it superb traction under extreme loads. The Mammoth Major's design looked more military than commercial. The tall, rounded cab, long hood, and wide fenders gave it a commanding stance, while its upright windshield made it look like a moving fortress. Inside, it was functional, but well laid out for long shifts. Big gauges, high seat, and clear forward view. It demanded strength to drive, but rewarded with unmatched stability and control. In practice, it became a workhorse across Britain's industries, a key player in the nation's reconstruction years. Many companies kept theirs running into the 1980s, proof of its incredible durability. Today, the AEC Mammoth Major is celebrated as a symbol of British engineering, a mechanical giant that embodied strength, reliability, and tradition. But hold on, because the next truck on our list shows that brute force can also come wrapped in style and sophistication. Fodden S21. Nicknamed Mickey Mouse for its round cab and wide-eyed headlights, the Fodden S21 is one of Britain's most beloved classic trucks. Produced from 1958 to 1968, it blended advanced engineering with a design that turned heads everywhere it went. Under the hood, it packed a 6-cylinder inline diesel with 8.2 liters, producing around 200 horsepower, while later versions offered Gardner 10.5-liter engines making up to 230 horsepower and massive torque. For its size and era, it delivered impressive performance and reliability. Its 6-speed manual gearbox offered tight, precise shifts, while the leaf spring suspension and rear-wheel drive gave the truck excellent balance under heavy loads. The steel chassis could handle more than 25 tons without compromising comfort. The The S21's design was unforgettable. Rounded bodywork, split curved windshield, and aerodynamic lines that made it look almost futuristic in the late 1950s. Many called it the most beautiful truck Fodden ever built. Inside, it offered rare comfort for its time, a well-arranged dashboard, ergonomic driving position, and smooth handling, even on long hauls. It wasn't just a workhorse, it was a driver's truck. The Fodden S21 became a favorite for fuel transport and long-distance hauling, and soon turned into a cultural icon featured in ads, TV shows, and even competitions, where drivers proudly raced their S21s just to show what it could do. Decades later, collectors still prize the S21 as a masterpiece of design and engineering, a truck that proved power could have personality. Loving this journey through the world's wildest trucks? Then hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss the next ride into the world of extreme machines. And get ready, because the next one is unlike anything you've ever seen, a massive, steam-powered monster that bridged two eras of transportation. ERF KV68GX. The ERF KV68GX stands as one of the finest examples of British truck engineering from the 1960s. Built by ERF Edwin Richard Fodden, the company founded by the son of Fodden Truck's original creator, this model embodied everything the brand stood for: reliability, power, and precision. At its core was the legendary Gardner 10.45-liter inline-six diesel, producing 230 horsepower and over 660 pound-feet of torque. Known for its durability and fuel economy, this engine became a benchmark for longevity. Some units ran more than 600,000 miles before any major overhaul. The 6-speed manual transmission was crisp and deliberate, with well-synced gears that gave the driver full control. The leaf spring suspension was heavily reinforced to handle 25 tons or more, while the rear-wheel drive and solid steel chassis kept the truck balanced and strong under load. Design-wise, the KV68GX was pure function with a touch of class. The straight lines, split windshield, and upright grille gave it a tough, business-like face. The big ERF badge centered on the grille quickly became a mark of pride on British roads. Inside, it was simple but refined for its time. A comfortable elevated seat, clear gauges, and good insulation made long drives far more pleasant than in most other trucks of the 1960s. The ERF KV68GX gained a reputation among haulers as nearly indestructible. Many fleet owners swore by it for its combination of strength and economy, and even racing teams used it to haul cars across Europe, trusting it to never let them down. Decades later, the KV68GX remains a beloved piece of trucking history, a true workhorse with gentlemanly manners. Now, get ready, because the next truck takes us back to the steam age, where engineering and raw power came together in clouds of white vapor. Tarmac Sentinel DG8. The Tarmac Sentinel DG8 is a true legend of British industry, one of the last great steam-powered trucks ever built. Manufactured in the 1940s by Sentinel Wagon Works, it bridged the gap between the steam era and the rise of diesel engines. Commissioned by Tarmac Limited, a major road construction company, the DG8's job was to haul hot asphalt from plants to job sites, and it did so not with diesel, but with pure steam power, a technology nearly extinct by then. Its twin-cylinder horizontal steam engine operated at 250 psi, producing around 180 horsepower and nearly 7,000 pound-feet of torque, numbers unmatched by combustion trucks of its time. That constant torque gave it a smooth, unstoppable pull, perfect for heavy road work. There was no clutch or traditional gearbox. Instead, the driver used valve levers to control steam flow. Making the DG8 both powerful and demanding to operate, the leaf spring suspension and rear-wheel drive setup kept it stable under the heat and weight of asphalt loads. Its riveted steel chassis was overbuilt to endure long hours of harsh work. Visually, the DG8 was unforgettable. The massive front boiler, exposed piping, and rhythmic hiss of steam made it look alive, like an industrial dragon crawling down the road. Inside, it was hot, noisy, and basic, but drivers took pride in mastering its quirks. Operating one was considered an art form, not just a job. Few survived, but restored examples can still be seen at British transport museums, puffing clouds of steam at classic vehicle shows. The Tarmac Sentinel DG8 stands as a symbol of engineering ingenuity, the last breath of a glorious mechanical era before diesel took over. And if you thought steam power was impressive, the next truck on our list was built to carry the future itself. GMC Future Liner. Few trucks in history captured public imagination like the GMC Future Liner. Built by General Motors between 1939 and 1941 and updated in 1953, it wasn't just a truck. It was a rolling stage designed to bring the company's technological dreams to America's streets. Only 12 units were built for GM's famous Parade of Progress, a traveling science and technology show that toured the United States. Each Future Liner was a self-contained exhibition hall showcasing innovations like jet engines, color TV, and radar. The design was pure Art Deco fantasy, over 33 feet long, nearly 12 feet tall, and finished in bright red and white with heavy chrome accents. It looked like a mix of a bus, a truck, and a spaceship. Power came from a 5.4-liter inline-six gasoline engine producing 145 horsepower. Modest by today's standards, but enough to move its massive frame. The 4-speed manual transmission with a reduction drive delivered steady torque for city parades and long tours. The leaf spring suspension and rear-wheel drive setup provided stability, though comfort wasn't the focus. The crowd-pleasing visuals were. When parked, the sides of the Future Liner unfolded into display panels and stages, complete with lighting and demonstration areas. Inside, each truck had a different theme, from household innovations to military technology. For 1940s audiences, seeing a Future Liner roll into town was like watching the future arrive on wheels. The roar of the crowd and the gleaming chrome made it a true symbol of post-war optimism. Today, only 9 Future Liners survive. One was auctioned for over $4 million, making it one of the most valuable trucks ever sold. The GMC Future Liner remains a masterpiece of design and imagination, a time capsule from an era when America believed the future could drive right up to your doorstep. And if that glimpse of tomorrow amazed you, wait until you see the next creation. A truck so sleek and artistic that it turned everyday deliveries into a moving performance. Labatt Streamliner. Few trucks have ever blended engineering, design, and marketing as perfectly as the Labatt Streamliner. Built in Canada during the 1930s, it was created for one purpose: to make people stop and stare. Commissioned by the Labatt Brewing Company, the Streamliner was designed by Count Alexis de Sachnovsky, one of the most respected Art Deco stylists of his time. Labatt wanted its beer trucks to look futuristic and elegant, and the result was nothing short of spectacular. The truck's body was crafted from polished aluminum, featuring sweeping curves, integrated fenders, and smooth, flowing lines that made it look more like a locomotive from the future than a delivery truck. Its blue and silver paint scheme shimmered under the sunlight, turning every delivery into a parade. Power came from a 5.9-liter inline-six engine by White Motor Company, producing around 150 horsepower. It wasn't built for speed, but for grace, gliding smoothly through city streets thanks to a 4-speed manual transmission and leaf spring suspension that handled the heavy aluminum body with ease. Inside, it was simple but stylish, with a central driver position that gave panoramic visibility, a futuristic idea decades ahead of its time. The Streamliner wasn't just transportation, it was a rolling billboard. Crowds gathered every time one appeared, and soon it became a national symbol of modernity and pride. Only a few were built, and today, just 3 original units are known to exist, all beautifully restored and displayed in museums and private collections. The Labatt Streamliner is remembered as a masterpiece of industrial design, a truck that proved beauty could sell as much as performance. And if you think that was bold, wait until you see our final machine, a monster so massive it makes every other truck on this list look small. Dhabian. The Dhabian isn't just a truck, it's a colossal SUV built on a military-grade chassis, created in the United Arab Emirates by Sheikh Hamad bin Hamdan Al Nahyan, famously known as the Rainbow Sheikh. It's one of the largest privately owned vehicles on Earth. Unveiled in 2017, the Dhabian is built on the frame of an Oshkosh M1075 military truck, originally designed to haul tanks and artillery. On top of that, Sheikh Hamad fused parts from several vehicles, a Jeep Wrangler cab, a 1940s truck grille, Ford Super Duty headlights, and a Dodge Dart rear bumper. The result? A 10-wheel monster, measuring 35 feet long, 10.5 feet high, and 8 feet wide, weighing nearly 24 tons. Power comes from a Caterpillar C15 inline-6 diesel engine, displacing 15.2 liters and producing 600 horsepower. Paired with an automatic transmission and a 10x10 drivetrain, it can roll effortlessly across desert dunes despite its size. Its reinforced leaf spring suspension keeps all 10 wheels planted, and the massive torque lets it move with surprising smoothness. Inside, it's functional yet comfortable. Wide leather seats, a full AC system, and enough cabin space to fit a small living room. It's not practical for city use, but that was never the point. Nicknamed the desert ship, the Dhabian was built to showcase Arab ingenuity and love for grand-scale engineering. Costing about $1.5 million, it now sits proudly in the Emirates National Auto Museum in Abu Dhabi, drawing visitors from around the world. The Dhabian is more than a vehicle. It's a statement of power, creativity, and pure imagination. After seeing these incredible machines, one thing's clear. Every truck on this list tells a story of strength, vision, and bold engineering. From classic American workhorses to European legends and desert giants. They prove that innovation has no limits when passion meets mechanical genius. Now tell us in the comments, which one amazed you the most? Which of these trucks would you love to drive, even just once? And before you go, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell. It really helps YouTube show our videos to more people who love powerful machines like you do. These aren't just trucks, they're rolling legends built by dreamers who turned metal into art. See you in the next video.